Our resilience is not just the ability to withstand blows. It is the ability to find strength for recovery and growth. The capacity to remain responsible and free for the future of Ukrainian education. So, in order to grow in times of crisis and uncertainty, we need to start looking for our point of resilience already now. We searched for this point of resilience at the 9th National UN Conference for Educators, EdCamp Ukraine 2024. So where is it, this point of resilience? This is already the second time we are holding a national event during the full-scale invasion, and there are many definitions of resilience. Some of them relate to our productive response to stress, others, to the ability to live a full life, and, of course, to create change during wartime for the future of our children.
Our point of resilience is our students. This is, in fact, the meaning of what we do, the meaning of our professional work and our personal choice. And when we see the results of our work and who our students become, what they have learned with our support, what achievements they reach in life, that is the foundation for me. This is the most important thing.
Where can we find it? In nature, in the mountains, in the forest, in books, in sports, in work. I think each of these elements influences your resilience. Of course, it is very difficult to do this during the war, when we read the news every day and see what is happening to our country. But we must understand that the work we do has to be done professionally and with dedication in order to find balance and this resilience.
We all need resilience. And I am happy that we have now come to a moment of understanding the priority of developing life resilience in Ukrainian education. Alongside academic skills, it is becoming a mandatory part of education for every Ukrainian child.
The atmosphere here feels like entering a big family right away. It allows you to open up to the fullest, to take as much as possible for yourself, and to give as much as possible in return. This is truly a great example of a point of resilience. A wonderful place, wonderful people, wonderful activities.
For me, resilience means always having an aspiration, a desire, a point A that I am moving toward. When you see something on the horizon that your eyes can hold on to, you feel steadier in this space.
For me, resilience is responsibility for the commitments you have taken on. or for the mission you carry.
It is confidence in your own strength and freedom of choice.
I have always believed in the power of communities, and now I understand that communities give us wings. The war has shown that together we are a force, and together we are more resilient. This Ukrainian tradition of being together, in joy and in hardship, feels like our identity-based point of resilience.
I see how my colleagues inspire me, how passionately they work in the professional field. It is the understanding that you are not alone, that you can trust, ask for support. You will be supported, helped, given advice, and this is resilience as one shared mechanism.
In a way, this feels like a synthesis of everything happening here. There are passionate, active, vibrant, creative people who truly ignite the communities around them, bringing ideas, real Prometheans for their communities. And the way we were invited into singing and discovering our inner voice is exactly what they do with their colleagues back home.
And last year you talked about POVIA, and behind this idea that education is not about transaction, not about broadcasting, not about the size of a class, but about this one-to-one human relationship, the learner and the educator.
After the war began, I realized that in order to stand firmly on both feet, you need to walk alongside people who can help you find your point of resilience.
It is the fact that my husband is serving in the military, and I know he is doing a lot for the country. And I feel that I must live up to that level of responsibility toward Ukraine.
At the beginning of the war, I heard somewhere that resilience is the air defense system of our body. That image stayed with me, and I interpreted it in my own way. For me, resilience means being able to think clearly in any stressful situation and remain as much as possible in an okay zone.
We are at a point where we must preserve childhood. And so much depends on our inner state, the state of educators, whether we will be able to protect childhood and not allow the fears of war to fully penetrate and steal it.
EdCamp is truly a unique phenomenon. It is not a conference. When people ask me what I do there, I always say that it is not a classic presentation or simply receiving information. It is communication that gives rise to many thoughts. There are countless topics to discuss, but what truly matters is feeling the warmth of this interaction and seeing in person the people you work for. This is another point of resilience to lean on.
These were incredible 4 days. We had an audience of 2,000 educators from all over Ukraine. A program from morning till evening. 7 focus themes, 77 speakers from 10 countries, and, of course, from Ukraine. 40 expert sessions and, importantly, teacher-led sessions. Multi-format approaches, bodily intelligence, social intelligence, rational intelligence, creative intelligence, and finally, existential intelligence. We were searching for answers to questions of meaning. And we continue this search. Because in 1 year, dear colleagues, we will meet again at the anniversary 10th National EdCamp. I hope, a victorious one.